This podcast represents the opinions of the hosts of the Laugh Cry Club and guests on the show. The content here should not be taken as medical advice and is for informational purposes only. And because each person is so unique, please consult your healthcare professional for any medical questions. While we make every effort to ensure that the information we share is accurate, we welcome any comments, suggestions, or correction of errors. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Laugh Cry Club. I'm Joy.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm Chelsea, and if you are an imperfect human who laughs and cries, then this podcast might be a really good choice for you or a friend.
A really good choice. So, I just want to call out that we are 3 licensed therapists. We've been doing therapy and mental health for a really long time, 20 years apiece, over 20 years each person. We got a lot of knowledge in these brains of ours, but we're just trying to normalize life and the struggles that we all deal with. We share our laughs and cries at the beginning of each episode. This week, we're going to be talking about spring changes, what we want to do with that energy whenever there's a season change. It's kind of a good time to start thinking about that. Spring cleaning our brains, and then we will share our topic for the next week. I know Chelsea sounds a little different this week. She's been in different places. So you got earbuds in today. We're making it work. It's fine. We're doing this.
We're doing it. It's kind of like Where's Waldo, right? It's
yeah.
Like Where's Chelsea? Like we're gonna have a book come out, and Chelsea, you're gonna have to find her amongst all the other people.
Yeah, I mean, it is day, I think, 31 or 32 of the hospital. So it's been a really long time. And I have a hotel right now because my sister flew out. So now I'm in a new space.
Yeah.
And
last week you were at the hospital, like in a really cool little corner that you found. So now you're in a hotel. You look fantastic. Let's catch up. Who is starting the laughs and the cries this week?
Well, in the spirit of nominating, I'm going to look over and I'm going to nominate sweet, 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 wonderful, beautiful, cutest Joy.
Oh, well, thank you. I was like, is it me? Is it me? No.
Of course it is. Anytime it's sweet, 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 sweet Joy.
Wonderful, sweet Joy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, my laughs and cries are short this week. My laugh is always at my house because things are really funny with the animals and my husband. But
you don't leave your house ever.
I don't.
So.
I really don't leave my house. So I'm like, wow, my laughs and cries are really kind of isolated at the moment. But I have this habit. So we have this habit now where Joe, the dog that was released, always sleeps on the bed with us. He's spoiled rotten. He's very sensitive. He just likes what he likes, and we let Joe sleep on the bed with us. So he is always like cute, little cuddled up in between us all night. And I kind of like use him as a pillow sometimes because he's very like, he'll let me like spoon him. It's just like, I don't know. People might think that's weird.
So
I think it's really
like
comforting.
Precious.
So we have this thing where in the middle of the night, I have to let Leela out to pee. Okay, so when I let Leela out to pee, this is the puppy that we're raising. Whenever I leave and come back, Joe is in my spot. He gets up and he curls his little cute body into a dog donut and plops around like right into where I'm supposed to be sleeping. So when I get back in bed, I have to like push him over into the middle so I can get in. I have to he lets me maneuver him. So when I push, he won't move. Like if I try to pick him up, he just is dead weight. So I push him over into the middle of the bed and I push his head to where he's laying on a pillow. So he looks like another like human in a bed because I put the covers over him and then I just like hold him. So he's just like laying his head on a pillow. And one night my husband got up to go to the bathroom. He comes back, he goes, I just like looked over and like Joe's head is just popping out of the blankets, like with his head on a pillow and you're sleeping right next to him. He's like, you guys are ridiculous. And it's just like the visual of it is very funny. If you can just visualize like your partner just like cozied up next to a dog, like he is in heaven, and it's just really, really cute. So we have a good laugh about that because I'm like, I just can't help it. Like this is just Joe's journey. He is going to be a dog that lays in bed like
that
a human.
So cute.
And you see like a lot of this on Instagram too, like the dogs that just like take over the bed. So I'm like, I was the person who never. I'm a very clean person. I like 5 years ago was like, never let an animal touch my sheets. Like they can only stay on top of the covers. And now Joe's like fully under the covers with us.
Wow. I feel like we need to unpack this with you. So just 5 years ago, you started allowing this. Look, think about how much you've missed out on.
I know. I mean, I shouldn't say 5 years. We've only had Joe for a few years, but like it's in my brain as far as even any animal like touching our sheets, I'd be like, absolutely not. No, that's disgusting. And so I've come around.
What about Butters? Can Butters touch your sheets?
Butters can. Yeah. Butters. Cats are okay. Cats are very clean.
Are they? Because I kind of think that they're not.
Cats are super clean.
What about their paws? They stand in their litter boxes.
They clean themselves constantly.
Do they clean their paws?
Yeah, they just lick themselves all day.
They're the cleanest animal. Yeah. Yeah.
They do. They like look over and they're like, oh, my little hand. Start like licking.
my little hand. Okay, I don't really know about this. Interesting.
Yeah, cats are very clean. So cats are, anyway, so that is my journey to letting animals in the bed with us. Okay, and my cry is really just the show. I'm taking a page out of Rebecca's playbook because I watched the show Dying for Sex. It's based off of a podcast that was created, I believe, around 2013. The podcast is about a friendship. And I know Chelsea, I'm like, Chelsea, don't watch this right now because you're in it, because it's about the friend who has cancer and is going through cancer. So but it's really more about the friendship. So the friendship is they are the best friend that's diagnosed with cancer is like going on this like self-discovery journey and how she's like wanting to express herself sexually. And so they kind of create a podcast about that. So fast forward, she has since passed away, but they made a show about that friendship and the journey. And it is the most beautiful. It's all about, yes, she has this disease that she's fighting, but it's so about like living life and this beautiful friendship that they have. You know, like Chelsea, what you talk about, just like the people that are there around you and what you really focus on. And was such a good, like heartwarming story. And it makes you just think about the people that are around you and that you love and really living in the moment, like relishing the people in your life. So that was my cry, was like really kind of digging into those emotions, and just a really good cast. And the writers did such a good job of like portraying the story. So that was my cry. I'm going to pass it to Rebecca. Yay.
Thank you. You know what? I have 0 cries. Isn't that amazing?
Wow. Yay.
Things are looking up.
Things are looking up.
And it's spring. It's my birthday month. So I don't know. The spring, it just helps me feel renewed. So plus I've had some other really big changes in my life that are for the better. And just, it's been pretty amazing. No cries. Like what?
Yeah.
Well, like I got a new job in the last few weeks.
Rebecca, that's huge.
You're not replacing the Laugh Cry Club as your job though, right?
No. I'll always be here for sure.
Okay.
No. But yeah, so I did that. I joined a new gym. I wanted to kind of share that too, like part of like these new beginnings. I won't tell the story now, but it's really hard to change, right? Go to new places, but I'll tell the whole story later. But yeah, no cries. Things are great. It's spring. And I guess I haven't watched a lot of sad stuff, so that's good. Because
you usually watch a lot of sad stuff.
I know. That's what gets me. Apparently I don't leave my house either. So I have like a compound here.
Well, I did it for you this week. So, because I normally am just like watching brainless, mindless reality TV. So this week
you watch funny stuff, because I know you watch stuff.
I watch a lot of reality TV that doesn't take a lot of brain space.
Okay.
Like not a lot of brain power, a lot of comedians.
Oh, I love some comedians.
I just need like mind-numbing shows because I feel like I think too much. I'm very in my head throughout the day, so I don't need shows that do that for me.
Okay. Yeah. So no cries, but this is my laugh. So we have a fenced-in backyard, and the dogs go out, and obviously there's squirrels in our neighborhood, right? And so anybody that has a fence and squirrels and dogs probably know this whole game that they all play with each other, where the squirrel gets on the top of the fence and then runs the fence line around, and then the dogs are going nuts and chasing them, right? So when I'm out there, I'm always aware if there's a squirrel on the fence, because it's like, ooh, when are they going to notice? Or do they not notice? And the squirrel like kind of antagonizes them and waits, like hangs off and like, hey, flicks the tail, look at me. So lots of squirrels, right? So I'm sitting outside with Robin having a conversation. I'm telling some story. It's probably a really great story because I tell great stories.
You tell amazing stories.
And so I'm like really into the story. And then all of a sudden I'm like, squirrel. And then she's like, that is so ADHD. And, it was just, we just died laughing because it's a whole thing. Like, people are like, oh, the squirrel brain, right? But it was really a squirrel on the fence.
Like, you weren't joking.
No, it was
a
I was like,
squirrel.
oh, there's a squirrel.
I mean, it was like a little bit of both, right?
Yeah.
It was like squirrel and squirrel. Like
Yeah.
you were all of it. I like it.
Yeah, so it was like, I don't know, it was just cracking me up, like the total call out, like, you're totally ADHD. And I'm like, well, Chelsea thinks I am, so maybe I am. But yeah, it was, I don't know, it doesn't sound as funny right now, but we were dying.
I think it's funny. I put myself in that
think it's
situation
funny,
and I
too.
think it's hilarious.
Yeah. So, I'm going to pass this over to the wonderful, 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 amazing, and talented, just, gosh.
Sunshine rays. What is the lighting that you have going
is
on? Because
gorgeous.
the lighting
I was gonna
is
say
gorgeous.
gorgeous.
Like, you are
Like,
glowing.
you're
Are you sitting in
glowing.
front of a window or a lamp? It just is so beautiful.
You're so sweet. So there in this hotel, there's like a glass. I don't even know. There's
Is it
a window
is it
in
called
front
a
of me.
window?
Well, there's like okay, the desk that I'm at, there's like,
There's a glass.
there's a glass barrier, which is a little weird.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
you can open these glass barriers and then there's a window in front of that.
Oh,
So I
okay.
think it's the natural light is making me look prettier than I am.
I don't think so.
Because,
I think it's making
I mean,
you look pretty as you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
no, I think, okay, well, thank you.
Yeah.
So, squirrel.
Squirrel.
So, okay. I mean, my laugh, being in a hospital room is bizarre. It's just weird. I sleep in this recliner next to Steve. We do this funny thing. We used to do it when he was on tour. I would be like, he'd be in another country and I'd be like, I miss you so much, fly home. And he'd be like, okay, on my way. And it would just make me so happy, even though he wasn't. And so I do this weird thing where I guess I pretend a lot. So I'll ask Steve, like, hey, what are we doing tonight? And he's like, oh, let's make rum punch and go kayaking. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait. So we have these plans we make every day. And then the evening comes and he cracked open like a 7 Up and was like, are you ready for sunset drinks? And I'm like, I am. And I open up the blinds in the room and we like look at the building in front of us and we like admire,
This is so
I
cute.
guess.
It's so cute.
Yeah. So we do these little things. And one night we were going to a casino and he had to go to the bathroom and he can't really walk that good. So I like help him to the restroom and he's in like his gown and I just grabbed him and hugged him. And he's like, do you want to dance in the casino? And I was like, I do. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. And so we're just like rocking back and forth. And then I pretended like my name was like, I don't know, some Southern, like Joanna Ann or some double Southern name. And like we just met each other. I don't know. We just do this weird shit. So,
I love it.
It's like Joanna, heavy on the Ann.
yeah.
Joanna
Yeah.
Ann.
Yeah, I can't remember what I named myself, but like I was also a Southern character who was dancing with this like man at a casino, which I don't know where we came up with casino because I don't, that's not something we do. But so we've had these little adventures, and the next night comes and he looks at me and so sincerely, he was going in for surgery the next day. So we've had like fuck ton of complications, super scary stuff happening. And then next morning he's going to have surgery. So we're up, we can't sleep. And he looks at me and he so sincerely says, he goes, I really love summer camp with you because it's what it's like. It's kind of this weird, we're like in this
Yeah,
weird
you're like
thing.
in this weird holding pattern
Yeah.
of like you're
And
not
we're
home.
up at
You're,
night
yeah.
and I have a little nightlight in the room and we're like holding hands and telling stories and we're doing this. And he's like, and he goes, I hope when we get home, it's as fun as summer camp has been here. And we both just start fucking laughing. Like,
I love that he called it summer camp.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
he called it summer camp. So I'm cracking up about that. And then we go to pre-op where he's going to have surgery the next day. And they give him some heavy duty pain medication and he starts hallucinating. And he looks at me and says, I really can't wait for summer camp to be over. I just want to take you to Pink Floyd. I just was like, you're the sweetest. He's like, I really just want to take you to Pink Floyd once summer camp's over. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, because he's in and out of reality. So super interesting. He's just so sweet. And then his machine starts beeping. It's like screaming. And the lady comes in and she's like, his pulse is through the roof. And he looks at her and he goes, yeah, because I'm with my wife. He's like, if you need scientific evidence that my heart goes faster when I'm around you, he's like, you just got it. And then knocks out.
Oh my gosh, that is
Wow.
amazing. That's amazing.
So
That's like a real life Love Island situation. On Love
Yeah.
Island, they
it
like
just,
take heart rate monitors
Oh,
to
they
see
do?
who's
oh,
attracted.
really?
Yeah, they're like, they
Of
measure
course,
their
Joy
heart
knows
rates.
about this.
Of course, I know about
Who knew?
the stupidest show, Love
Who
Island,
knew?
where they
Love
like measure their heart rate to see who they're attracted to.
Really?
Oh my
Yes.
Does
God.
it work?
Wow.
Does it work?
It totally works. Yes.
So interesting.
I mean, granted, the girls are doing like lap dances on the guys, so they're like,
I was not doing any lap dances in the hospital.
you don't need to. You're just
But
that
I
hot,
could've.
Chelsea.
You're
Yeah.
just way
But I
hot.
could have. So those were some of my laughs. And then my cry was he had surgery. My sister flew out because it was another surgery. I had a really bad feeling about it. I am not happy about it. Steve was not like I was flipped. So my sister flies out from California. We're waiting, 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 waiting. We go back to the waiting room. I'm like, it's been hours. What's going on? And they say the surgeon wants to talk to you in that room. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's the death room. It's the room that they call you in to tell you your loved one died. So I am sobbing. I'm like, I've had the worst feeling. They're going to tell me he's dead. Oh my God, I can't have this. And my sister's like trying to tether me. There's no tethering me. I am like hysterical. And the surgeon comes in and basically, obviously, my husband is not dead, but they could not get the bile leak fixed. And they did some procedure that's never been done ever in the history of all procedures. They had to call in a radiation team. They put in some other tubes. So we're in a thing that's never been done before. So he wanted to explain it all to me, and that's why I was in the room. But of course, I thought he was dead.
Of course. That's so scary.
Oh,
It was horrible. It was horrible. So my whole body, just completely hijacked all of that. So after we leave the room, I just am sitting down. I'm sobbing. I'm like telling my sister, like, can you update people? Like, I can't even talk. I'm hysterical, just like relieved. And then we decide we're going to go back to his room because I'm like, I need to like get some stuff. All my stuff's in there. So maybe 30, 45 minutes of me crying, her updating, me calming down, us getting on the elevator, going on the wrong elevator because I'm kind of out of it. We finally get to his room and we walk in. His entire room has been emptied. There's just the janitor cleaning
oh,
the room. So I'm like, oh my God, he died. In
oh
between this
my
45 minutes,
gosh.
it was like a movie. Like my legs were falling out, and my
No.
sister's like,
Oh my
where's their stuff? And he's like, I don't
God.
know. They told me to clean up the room. I don't know where this stuff is. And I am like back,
Oh my
legs collapsed,
God,
all of it.
Chelsea.
Oh,
Yeah, so nobody told me, like, okay, he's going to be in the ICU, so we're going to move your stuff. So nobody gave me that warning. So I'm like, it was like walking in. It was like, was it Steel Magnolias when that happened? What was that movie that they walk in and the bed is, the
Yeah.
hospital room's empty?
Yeah.
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 It was like one of those. So my sister's like, oh my God, oh my God. So it was just that trauma. My body is jacked. And I just couldn't stop crying.
Oh
I
my
could
God,
not.
Chelsea. I am just like the
It was
gut.
horrible.
I can feel that in my gut for you. Like that is
Yeah.
that
That's terrible.
sounds exhausting to your system. Like your nervous system is probably just on at 1,000.
Yeah, it's been a million. So having her here has been great. She's actually been like sitting with him most of the time, and then I can sleep because I hadn't been sleeping and like finally like start to undo some of this. And we'll talk about that today. But yeah, it's just been, I need to tell the doctor the first thing I need you to always say to me is he's alive and he's safe, and I'm
Yeah.
giving you information.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need to know that first because I could not, that whiplash, indescribable.
No. No, no, no. No, absolutely not. Yeah. I'm so glad you said that and set that expectation for
No,
yourself
I
because
haven't done it yet,
oh,
but I
you're
have to
going
do
to.
it.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I need to do it with him now that I'm like calm. I need to say, if anybody calls me, because a nurse called me like in the middle of the night to tell me they were taking him off of the ventilator, I'm like, this was not an emergency. Like, don't call me at 3 a.m. and start giving me medical stuff, because my first thing is death.
Yeah,
That's where my brain is
your
right
brain
now.
is going to go at a 3 a.m. call. You're like, that is the only option in my brain that, because I've been through this for the past 3 years. Like
Yeah.
you're not, yeah.
So disclaimer before, if you're working with a loved one, like safety, safety, safety. So yeah, some really hysterical, messy, sobbing cries has kind of been where it's at, which, yeah, it's been a lot. I really want to get the fuck out of this hospital.
God,
So
I bet. How's he doing today?
today he's good, he's stable, but now at this current moment, they're doing another procedure to remove a stent. So it's just like this it's relentless. And we need to hope that the tube, the drain they put in his body to try and act as a bile duct tube, they're trying to trick his body into accepting that and building scar tissue around it to naturally build a new drain, which is nuts. It's insane. It's like our bottom keeps going lower.
Yeah, like one thing after the
Insane.
other. Just when you hit
Yeah.
like a somewhat stable feeling, then something else happens. Yeah.
Yeah, but I am going back to summer camp tonight. So
Okay.
my
Good.
sister did leave. I still have this room, but I'm going to do some laundry at this hotel, and then I'm going back to summer camp.
Bring some
And
s'mores. Are you allowed to have s'mores in the hotel room?
I did get some strawberries. They had like a farmer's market guy
Oh,
downstairs.
Oh.
And so when Steve comes back from his procedure and when he is able to eat, I have some fresh strawberries that I'm so excited. Because that was one of our dates one night. We did strawberries and champagne, which was strawberries and like 7 Up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
love
loved it. He loved the strawberry. He wasn't supposed to eat. And I was like, you're having a strawberry. He's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, it's so good. I'm like, you're fine. You have a strawberry's not gonna push you over the edge. Like,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
You can have
Yeah.
campfire stories.
Yes.
Yeah. Ghost
Yes.
stories. Yeah.
Ugh.
You know, I love this because we each shared a kind of a laugh cry with our partners. It just has something to do, like, even though I find it hilarious, but when you say things like Rebecca was like, maybe it's not as funny to, like, you just had to be there type of thing, but it doesn't matter. It's because, like, it makes us laugh. Our partners make us laugh. We have that connection to make each other laugh. And everyone out there listening, I'm sure that you have daily little quirky things that just make you laugh with each other. I mean, every day I laugh at something my husband says. It is probably so silly if I like repeat it here, but it's so funny to me because the things that fly out of his mouth, I'm just like constantly laughing. And I think that just those little moments of joy, I think, are really like the spice of life, the joy of life, the joys of
And
life.
you both sharing these things too make me want to meet your people too, because I'm like,
I know,
there's
I
some
like-
funny
I'm like-
people.
I'm like, can we just go? You know what we should do, Rebecca? Can we go out and just like hang with Chelsea for a week and like
let's
Oh my
record live?
God.
Yeah, let's do it.
I want to meet
Oh my
Steve. I want to
God.
Let's
hang
all
give
go to
Chelsea
summer
a
camp
hug.
together.
Yeah.
Listen,
And Pink Floyd.
we have some room in our room. You could be in. Oh yeah.
I'll bring my sleeping bag, you know, I curl up in the corner. Yeah. Rebecca's
Rebecca
going
will
to bring
bring
her.
candy, cigarettes,
Candy, yes.
Well,
and maybe some other stuff.
Maybe.
You never know.
A grab
You
bag.
never know.
a grab
You never
bag.
know what could happen at the Laugh Cry Club.
You
just
never-
never know.
It's going to be
Never
fun,
know.
that's for sure.
Yeah. And we will always
It
bring
is.
the
You'll be
fun.
laughing so hard you will be crying. That is a
Yeah.
definite thing.
That is a guarantee.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So we're going to talk today kind of about new beginnings, spring cleaning, right? Because it's spring, as I said, it's my birthday month. It's April. So you probably, if you've been out around, you've noticed new flowers sprouting. Like here, the irises are all out. They're beautiful. And, it started making us think that what a great time to kind of think about almost like this mental health spring cleaning and how do you do that? And then maybe also share some new beginnings and that we've had, and maybe our listeners can share theirs as well.
It's always a good feeling when seasons change. I grew up in Arizona where it was constantly hot. It was hot or hotter. There were no seasons. When I moved to Colorado 20 plus years ago for grad school, I will never forget being like snow and leaves changing. I studied abroad in France for a semester, and I remember taking so many pictures of the leaves changing because I'd never seen that before. And I had like tons and tons of pictures of leaves. And there's just something really calming now about, after all this time here in Colorado, I always look forward to the next season. I'm always like, I'm looking forward to it. So spring is here. I'm excited. It's like this newness. And so that change is always very symbolic for some reason. I think we all feel it of, okay, now it's in summer. And then like when the air starts to change or when the light starts to change, there's something that I think energetically we all just feel a change. And it's a nice time to think about, what are we doing? Patterns that we could change, just even self-reflection of, wow, I notice my mood changes when the days start getting longer again. And I'm really going to embrace that. And hey, I'm going to be nicer to myself when the next season comes around where the days are really short, because I know it doesn't last forever. I know it's a hard season for me. It just is. But like the more you kind of go through those cycles, I think it's just really good to think about what you want to bring in. And so this is spring, newness, this is growth. Rebecca, you mentioned that you were bringing some changes or doing some changes.
It's, my word for this year was reinvention. I don't know if you all remember that. I feel like I'm kind of in this, almost like I've been in the cocoon over the winter and like it's starting to bust open and I'm not sure exactly what's coming because my wings aren't completely out, but I'm in the process and I'm just, I'm at a new organization right now that I'm really digging and enjoying that. I mentioned that I joined a new gym. And so I had been going to my gym for probably the last 3 or 4 years. It's a smaller gym, so I knew a lot of people there, really loved it. But a few things happened there and I just realized I'm outgrowing it. It's like sometimes...
Was it the onion guy?
No, it's this other guy. The guy that said I was being aggressive.
No. Did he come around again?
He did. What was it, about a month ago? The owner told him to stay away from me, but he totally came into my space on purpose, totally like this close and was like being a jerk. So I'm just like, the owner of this gym isn't going to do anything about this. So I'm just like, I don't need this type of energy. And then it made me not want to go. And so I'm like, no, I'm going to go find a new place, which is really hard. And I found a new place and I really like it. And it's just been really great. But it's so hard. It's made me really think about sometimes we get in these spaces where it's like, oh, I don't want to ever leave this place. Like, the last place I worked, oh, I don't ever want to leave these people. I don't want to ever leave this gym or these people at this gym. But, sometimes you outgrow the space.
Right.
And you have to recognize that and honor it.
Yeah. Like when you're kind of in a situation, the point where you want to push through it and go, oh, I can get past this versus, oh, I need to change it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Because sometimes we try to start pushing and be like, oh, I'm going to settle. I can do this. I can work through the hard feelings. But it's like, sometimes and it's okay to make the change.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting you say that because it's like, I think as therapists and a lot of people who are more have that higher emotional IQ is that you want to push through it because you're like, well, where can I be aware that my behavior is affecting this? Or where can I be the bigger person? Or where can I, not let this get to me? And I think at the end of the day, sometimes you do just have to cut your losses. I mean, I just really need a brand new change.
What I almost see this at, you said reinvention. I almost see it as this radical, I don't want to say self-protection, but this empowering, that is so empowering to be like, I'm at the gym. This isn't working for me. This guy's not going to have my back. I'm done. That's an empowering thing to do, to make a decision because it's for your higher, greater good. And we do outgrow things, but to take life by the hand, and behaviorally make a big change like that behavior part is so brave. Even whether it's the gym, whether it's a job, whether it's just enough is enough, whatever that may be, it really is amazing to think I can take control over my life. We don't have a control over a lot of things that happen in the world, right? We don't have control over a lot of things, but the things that we do, I always say we don't need to needlessly suffer, right? We don't need to wait for someone else to do the right thing who's not going to do the right thing. Sometimes that right thing is being radically protective of yourself and being I'm done with this.
Yeah. I think
Period.
you're right.
Period.
It is like
Right?
radical protection. I think I've done that in both of these big changes. Yeah, that's probably what it is.
That it feels like that. Where you're like radically protecting
Yeah,
yourself.
it feels
You're,
bigger than reinvention
Yeah.
because
It does.
it just reinvention I love, but there's like some kind of like figuring out some stuff. You know who you are. This seems like
Next level.
yeah, I'd say leveling up is what came to my mind. Ooh, I like that
Ooh,
visual.
this is part of a dance.
Okay, if you can't
You'll
see
have to
Rebecca,
dance,
but
see
she's
Rebecca.
doing
What is she
she's
doing?
doing
Joy's going to put it up.
yeah, what dance is
that's
it?
I just
The
made it
level
up.
up
It's the
dance.
level
Oh, okay.
up.
I thought you were like doing a
You
TikTok
don't remember
dance.
this,
I was like, huh?
Joy? Like back in the day, in your dance,
Yeah.
when you were the
Yeah.
dance crew.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you all. It's called the level up.
It's called the
It's
level
it's
up.
the level up.
We just created it. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll
Okay.
teach you all.
By
Okay,
Rebecca.
great.
Yeah.
By Rebecca.
But it's interesting too because I was at the gym the other day and I had my Spotify playlist on just random, I guess. I was listening to, I don't know, some like Lady Gaga was on, and then all of a sudden an Alanis Morissette song came on, and it's as we are. It's not one of her most. It's not from Jagged Little Pill, but it is a song about like. Not as we is what it is, but it's a song, it's a breakup song. But I was listening to the words and it's like step one, it takes you through the steps. It's like step one, and it goes like, it's about being reborn and like moving forward and like
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking
embracing the change. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Like I'm at my new gym and this song just came to me and it was really cool. I'll post it.
I love
Alanis
that.
Morissette. One of my favorite songs that she does is the I can't remember the name of the song, but it's The Only Way Out Is Through.
Yes.
Is that the lyrics? Oh my, the
Love
faster
her.
we're in, the better. I love
We're
that song
BFFs,
so much.
by the way. I got a
You and
picture
Alanis?
with her from the Jagged Little Pill tour.
No, you didn't. I'm so
Yeah.
jealous.
Of
You
course
have
you
to
did.
post
And
that.
so that show was like a $7 show, and I was front row. Like at one point, I believe she spit on me, not intentionally, but she's
course
pretty
she did.
into her singing back then.
Yeah.
The hair flipping, you know how it was, right?
Of course, yes. This is the 90s. We
Yes.
got crazy.
It was fun.
I
But-
love that. Okay, so
Okay. Yeah.
it is that's a big deal. Congratulations, Rebecca, for this like
Thank you.
reinvention, reclaiming newness. It just feels right. It's like you're choosing yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like we all are kind of going through that in various different ways. There are things, I feel like you both are even budding. Not like, I'm not talking about weed, but like budding, like there's buds and they're ready to
Yeah.
flower. It's just, you're like both little trees or little bushes, and you're getting your little buds. The whole, they start coming, the whole bush or the whole tree is going to have them. And then you're going to sprout your leaves or your flowers or your blooms. Feel like that's happening for you just from the things I've heard you all talking about that you have going on.
Yeah. And what's helping me right now is, and you're right. This is a time of transformation for me. My word of the year is abundance. And I've been noticing areas where I'm like playing small or kind of doing the same thing where I'm like, I'm trying to make something work. I'm trying to make something work and it's not working. Just being like, I'm going to ask for more and I'm going to take risks and I'm going to let myself be a little scared. That feels really good. But the thing that I'm kind of like recommitting to is grounding myself in some type of spirituality where it's whatever that means for anybody. But for me, it's like at least saying some prayers every day or kind of like talking into the ethers of the universe and my ancestors, like whatever prayers that really mean something to me. That is when I feel like I'm spinning, is when I don't connect to that. And so I've been really trying to like read my horoscope every day and like just kind of do these like little wooey things that ground me into the universe and talking to my loved ones that have passed. You guys are so going to laugh at me, but I've been watching Teresa Caputo's The Long Island Medium. She has a new show
love her.
on. I do
She has a
too.
new show?
Yeah, well, it's like from last year, but now it's on Hulu, so you can like rewatch all of the new episodes, which I haven't seen yet. But the new show is called Raising Spirits. She is so cute. She's just like she's just a light. Like anywhere she goes, so I watched this and I feel like I've been absorbing her energy and her reminder that like you can tap into spirituality and people who aren't here, like your loved ones, people that your angels, you can tap into that yourself. So I've been trying to do that a lot because I know that I have the ability to just kind of like be open to good things coming my way. And so I think when I'm in a rut or feeling like feeling stagnant, I feel like I'm not in control of my destiny and things are happening to me, like kind of a victim of your circumstances. So that's been really helpful for me, is like tapping into that really love and light energy.
Joy, I have to say that this new risk taking that you're taking on looks really great on you. And I have noticed it, and I love it for you.
Thank you. It feels really good.
This is kind of like scary for you too, but I see that you're shifting and you're ready to take some risk.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll share more like in details like as things move forward, because I know some people listening be like, why are you being so vague? Well, because when you're in it, it's not always the best to talk about it when you're in it, but when you're out of it and you're kind of past it. But I feel like right now it is so, that's the feeling when you know you're on the right path, is like the energy feels good.
You don't have to know the destination yet.
Right.
You're just on the path.
Yeah. But it's like what we talk about with like manifestation is like you're kind of like tapped into this like, oh, okay, I'm like in the flow of things, versus feeling stuck. And that's always a really good reminder to be like, oh, okay, recognize when you're feeling stuck, and now you can kind of jump in the river and coast along. Chelsea, what are you embracing?
Well, first off, I love this conversation, and I always feel so inspired by both of you. I feel like, it's that they say, show me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. If somebody said, oh, Joy and Rebecca, those are your friends, like it's such an honor to be connected to both of you. It's not easy to push ourselves out of comfort zones. It's not easy to grow in these ways, but when you have people who have your back, that bravery, it's like a tribe of bravery behind you. It gives me the chills talking about it. I don't know how the fuck people do life without having a tribe. And I also don't know what I did to get so lucky to meet both of you. But yeah, it's going to make me cry too. I mean, it's been that, we've been through some shit. We're kind of on this like almost this Laugh Cry Club is almost like our these check-ins are so beautiful and so helpful. It's almost like it's a therapy for me too, in a different
Yeah.
way. So I would say right now for me, winter was very similar to yours, Rebecca. I mean, very much I was in a cocoon, radically into like the manifesting spirituality, shedding, undoing simplicity, like really, really, really in it. Where I am at right now mentally is I am ready to fucking burst. I am ready for like the visual I have in my head is one time when there was this really cool motorcycle out in front of a bar, and I just went and like sat on it, and the guy came out, and I was like, I'm so sorry I'm on your motorcycle, but do you think you could give me a ride? And he did, and I didn't know him and I didn't know anything. And we just went for a ride on his motorcycle. It's a couple years ago. I'll find the
He
video
was
and
a
I'll post
rando
it.
with a motorcycle.
Oh,
I
I
love
love
He was a
it. Oh
random.
my God, I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
have a video of it. But that is who I am at my core, is I'm really, really free. I love the freedom, and I love spring where it's like blooming flowers. I feel like I am ready to be at the beach, suntan, in the water with my kids. I'm ready for some
Yes.
ease. I'm ready for some
Yeah.
carefree. I'm ready to come back. I'm ready to take my husband home and get us out of this. That's
Yeah.
how I feel. Now,
Yeah.
whether that's going to happen or not, I don't know. I may just live in summer camp, but damn it, if I'm going to live here, I'm going to make the best of it. That's where I am at. I am, I guess, fucking determined. That's how
Yeah.
I love it.
I am radically
Fucking
determined
determined.
to make it not suck
Yeah.
any more than it already does. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm also very realistic about knowing, I guess, I'm holding on to faith. I'm holding on to these things. And I'm also have told, like, I just keep saying, like, I'm just going to roll with however it is. However it is, as long as we have an option, I'm gonna roll with it. So I'm very like fluid rolling with it right now. I'm in it. And when you live in a hospital room, your world becomes very small. And there's something really beautiful about being small. So I'm in that, like, I'm ready to be small so I can get big again. I can't wait. Like, I am ready
Yeah.
to to get there. So rather than thinking forward about it right now, I'm just being right here. This has been interesting because it's been a testimony, I guess, to that kind of saying, like, I know we're meant to do hard things, but I'm doing things I never even knew I could do in my whole entire life. You know, I'm fully in every fluid, body fluid, every scary thing, every drain, every tube, every loose feces. I'm in all of it and I'm okay.
You're in the muck right now.
I am in it. Yeah. One night, Steve said, I couldn't do this with anybody else but you. And I said, you couldn't do what? And he's like, I don't want to talk about it. And because it's so fucking horrible.
Yeah.
But we're together. You know,
Yeah.
we're together and we're in it. And the love and support are just, I don't know I don't know how I can ever repay anybody for being here and showing up and holding space and praying and all those things. So I would say just like out of gratitude too. It's really just kind of reminding myself of all of those things and staying right here. After that, my cry of like the death scare, I was really afraid that I was going to go down the rabbit hole. I was terrified. I was like, I cannot go down that fucking rabbit hole. So, and thank God, my sister, like an angel, she's here. She could sit with him. She could do those things. And I could like come back to myself. Like one morning, I'm like, okay, we just have to sit on the floor and meditate together. Like we can't do anything till we meditate. Like we have to, so yeah, I have been held. I've been really held. And I'm ready to be back.
Be on that motorcycle, feel the wind in your hair.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait. Yeah, I'm ready to be back in the beach. I want my toes in the sand. I want to
Yeah.
just be in the vastness of beauty. And I miss my kids, you
Oh
guys.
my God. I know. I was just thinking about that because I was visualizing you on the beach with the kids because you're always going
Oh,
there every day. You're like
yeah.
going to walk down to the beach and you've got
hmm
your jean shorts on and you're just like, barefoot in the sand. And yeah, I'm excited for you to have that. I really appreciate you sharing this. And there's a little bit of like, all through this that this is our 40th episode.
Holy
And
shit, really?
yeah, I was telling Rebecca, I was like, oh my gosh, we've been doing this for 40 weeks. And thinking about all the things that we share, and even though we are doing this obviously with topics that we want to help the audience, but sharing our personal lives and the things that we're going through. And when you were talking, Chelsea, I was like, wow, there's so much like parallel that we've kind of walked through together in a lot of ways, but just continuing to hold you and praying for Steve and rooting for you, and we are your buckets. Like we'll text each other and we're like, we'll be your bucket whenever you get the buckets. Rebecca will be your bucket. I will be your bucket. Because this is when you're in it. Like this is freaking life and it's gnarly and it's crazy. So I just love you guys so much. What are we talking about next week?
Okay, so next
Yeah.
week, in the theme of trauma and going through hard things, we're going to talk a little bit about trauma and we're going to talk about how to mitigate the impact of trauma. We're going to talk about how we can go through these really horrible things and how do we bounce back, right? What happens in our brain, what happens in our body, and how we can process those things to come back to ourselves. And so, most humans aren't exempt from trauma, but whether you develop post-traumatic stress disorder or whether you just have that traumatic response, those are two very different things. We hope to have the traumatic response. We hope to not have the PTSD, even though both are very treatable.
Yeah.
So we can dive into that next week.
I want to say too that sometimes people think of trauma as being like, sometimes we call it big T. There's big T and little t. And so they think, oh, I haven't been through that, so
Yeah.
that's not going to be helpful for me. But trauma, there's little t's as well. And I'm not saying that to minimize it, but that's something that we say in this field sometimes. But this is going to be very important for everyone because we have all experienced some sort of trauma in our lives.
Whatever level
Every
of T.
single person.
It's all the T's.
So very important
It matters.
episode.
All T's can show up and get something from this conversation.
Mr.
So,
T, show up.
Mr. T.
Only
I
if
pity
he's
the fool.
smoking.
Pity the fool who eats my cereal. What was that from? That was from
Mr.
Pee-wee.
T. Mr.
That was from
T.
Pee-wee.
Oh, Pee-wee
But
said that
remember
one?
when
I pity
Pee-wee,
the
yeah,
fool
he was
who-
like, that was in his movie. I pity the fool who eats my
Which
cereal.
movie?
Yeah.
There was a few of them. Joy.
It was the Big Adventure, Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
That's where
Yeah.
the bicycles at the Alamo
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah. I
Rebecca's
need to
dream
watch that
coming
this weekend.
true.
Maybe that'll,
Let's all go to the Alamo for an episode.
and ask if they have a basement.
We're going to
And
do
just
live recording and
record
the
it
Alamo.
and record everyone being like, "Oh, you're the 50th person to ask me that today."
I do want to give a request to our listeners. If you have a laugh or a cry that you would like to share, please make a video and send it to us, and we'll post it on our social media. Emotions are contagious. We've had some really cool videos
Yeah.
sent to us where
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yes.
oh my God, like the laughs and the cry, like I'm like, we need to be adding these to our
Yeah.
page. So
Yeah.
Laugh Cry Club members, if you have a laugh or a cry, and again, you just make it, a little snippet video.
You can do a voice memo if you don't want to put yourself on camera. That's fine too, but we would love to hear. I just think it's so funny. Like the gal who sent the shoe where she
Yes,
was
our
at
Canadian
a wedding.
listener, which I'm gonna post on our social media.
Okay,
to
awesome.
Get this ball rolling.
It's so great. Get the ball rolling. All right.
Yeah.
So you can send you can send voice memos to laughcryclub@gmail.com, or any videos, you can send it to laughcryclub@gmail.com, or you can DM it to us at laughcryclub on Instagram. You can follow us on Facebook. We have a page there. We're on TikTok that we never post to, but you just never know. One day the lightning may strike.
You never know.
We just may
You never know.
blow up and have millions of followers. You just never know. Don't miss out on the suspense. We just love you guys, and thank you so much
Totally.
for subscribing, liking, following, sharing with a friend. We will see you next week. Go be human and make this club proud, because we're
Make us proud.
We're doing it together.
We're doing it. Take it to the streets, everybody.
Take it to the streets.
Take it to the streets. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
That's life, baby.